look for all of these different things in other people, but it's like, are you really giving those things to yourself?
If it's worth your while, say something, say something. If it's worth your while, say something good to me. Hey, hey, hey.
Hello. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Janae. If you are not new here, hey sis, assalamualaikum. As you can see by the video title, this is a complete different video than my norm. You see, like, my background is very calm and serene. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and do a different type of video, but a video that I felt like I needed to do for myself. And I hope, inshallah, that this is something that is beneficial to you guys as well. It's something that you all are dealing with too. Not saying that I want you to deal with this, but I'm sure that it's probably something that you haven't even noticed that you deal with. So let's jump right into it. So if you can see by the title, this video is about tips and a few pointers on how you can regain trust within yourself. And what I mean by regaining trust within yourself is, just that, like, trusting yourself. Is a lot of times that we make decisions and we decide that we're going to do certain things for ourselves that we may do the first couple days and don't ever do them again, or something comes up and it kind of shifts our brain to feel like we can't complete it or we can't do it, or we allow the smallest inconvenience to knock down that goal or that big thing that we had put in place for ourselves. So naturally, when you decide to do something, you already have a negative mindset because you constantly said you were going to do these things and you didn't go through. So I noticed that the most important thing in regaining trust that, I feel like I lack, that I know is super duper important, is number one, taking time out for yourself, and spending time with yourself. This way you can understand exactly what it is that you need, what it is that you like, what it is that you want, and you can learn and know what to do on how to attain these things. I know it's hard, especially for people like me. I'm a mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm constantly home with my children, and I'm a wife, so I have duties in that case. First and foremost, I'm a Muslim woman, so I have duties to attain to my Lord. And, trying to juggle time for yourself is hard, but is needed, is a much needed thing. And I am telling myself this first: spend time with yourself. Another tip that I can say is to set reasonable goals. Like, be reasonable. Like, honestly, sometimes we put these big, huge goals that we know is, like, not impossible, but hard to attain. So it makes reaching those goals hard. So then when we don't, we feel bad. So instead of, putting so much pressure on yourself to feel like I have to do this thing, and when I don't do it, I feel horrible, I'm the worst person ever. Set realistic goals. Set things that is going to make sense. And it's easy for you to do, especially when you think about your life and the things that you deal with and have to do on a daily. So even something as if, like, I say, exercising. If you don't have exercise equipment in your house and you have to go to the gym and go out to work out, that possibly is a chance that you may not be able to go to the gym 5 days a week or 7 days a week. So make realistic goals. Oh, I'm gonna go 2 days a week, or I'm going to, instead of going to the gym, I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to look up some at-home workouts that require minimal equipment, something like that, like something realistic, just so this way we feel accomplished and we feel good about ourselves when we do complete those goals and tasks. Another thing I would say is to be decisive. I know a lot of people, I'm sure, I'm not the only one who call themselves indecisive. I'm very indecisive, but being indecisive is really not a good thing for yourself. And something like this, knowing and being secure and knowing what it is that you want, that's important with building that trust within yourself. Because this way, I know exactly what I need and I know exactly how to go and get it, or how to do those things. So being decisive is important. It's hard. Now that I think about it, that's kind of hard. But, that plays into part with setting realistic goals. This way, I know I'm deciding to do this and nothing's going to be able to stop me, or I'm not going to doubt if I can do it, because this is something that I know that I can attain. Another thing that I can honestly say that I'm thinking about: stop fearing how people will look at you, how they will judge you if you do the things that you feel like you want to do. Because I know a lot of times we hold back from doing certain things because of what everybody else is going to think. And I can honestly say that's how I felt about YouTube. The fact that I'm sitting in front of a camera, talking to a camera, 9 times out of 10, it's like, are people going to be looking at me like she's crazy? As you can see, I'm sure if you watch my vlogs, you see I'm always talking about how people are like watching me and staring at me, but who cares? Who cares? It is what it is. This is something that I want to do. This is something that I feel good about, that I'm happy about, that, makes me feel whole. So I'm going to do it. So, basically, in a nutshell, the lack of trust in yourself is doubting yourself. Feeling like you're not going to be able to do it, or, oh my goodness, if they're looking at me, I'm not going to do it, type of thing. Or, oh my goodness, if people is watching, if people have negative things to say, I'm going to stop, or whatever, anything. So yeah, like, that's just a few things that I can think of off the top. I'm sure there's more. So if you know other ways that you can regain some type of trust within yourself, comment down below. Give me some feedback. Give me some tips. I'm always here for it. I am in no way, shape, or form a professional or expert at this. This is just something that I know that I'm struggling with, that I want to be better at. Because honestly, we always say treat others how you want to be treated. But in all actuality, treat yourself how you want to be treated. You can't expect other people to treat you in a way that you don't even treat yourself as. So it's kind of like, how can I tell my spouse to love me this way if I'm not loving myself that way? How do I know how I want to be loved? Girl, you're not even giving it to yourself. And, even when it comes to having trust, you want people to be trusting. You want people to show that they're trustworthy and they are going to be there for you, or that type of security or reassurance. But it's like, are you really giving that to yourself? So that's important. And I am a firm believer that you attract what you give out. And you give out good will be good given back to you. That's kind of it in a nutshell. I didn't want to have this video be long and drawn out. But just a few tips and something that I'm noticing that I need to do first, but that I feel like will be helpful to you guys as well if you are struggling with like regaining some type of trust within yourself. So again, if you watch this video, if you are here, you have watched it to the end, and I appreciate it 100%. And I ask that you please just like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos with your friends, on your social media. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.